Hi, my name is Cathy Wright, and this is my husband, Dustin Wright, and we want to be baptized today.
We want to show our love for Jesus and that we appreciate all that He's done in our lives.
Absolutely. My husband and I moved to Georgia about a year ago. Our house in Florida was being foreclosed on, which was really depressing for me. So I started drinking a lot. I drank every day. January the 11th, I was very, very intoxicated. It was a Friday. I was so intoxicated to the point that I passed out. I didn't know where my children were. I didn't know where my husband was. The next thing I remember is waking up and fighting with a police officer. And then I came to when I realized that I was fighting with a police officer, and I realized that my husband was in the back of the police car. Apparently, my husband and my next door neighbor got into an altercation, and my neighbor lied about it, so therefore they arrested both my neighbor and Dustin. Since we don't have family in Georgia, social services was called, and they removed my children. I think the lowest part of my entire life was watching my children be removed from their beds when social service came to be involved. I knew that this was a wake-up call from God the day that everyone told me it was going to be 6 months to a year before I was going to get my children back.
I grew up with my mother. My father wasn't around. She was wonderful, but she had to work, and I spent a lot of time alone. I've always had a rough time growing up. I've been betrayed by a lot of people. All the people that I trusted, I thought were my friends, I thought were out for me, even my family. We all have those little betrayals that just push us a little bit further away from the people that we love until there comes a time in some people's lives, myself included, that you just cannot trust anyone. And I've never felt so alone.
2 days after the children were taken away, we met with a judge, and he took one look at us and he said, "You guys are not bad parents, and I'm going to give you your children back." And I knew that was God, because it was going to be 6 months to a year, and it wasn't. It was only 2 days. We started coming to Heritage through their foster mother, Dottie Crosby, and we just fell in love with the church family. Everybody's been just so supportive. I went through Sozo, and that's when I really met Jesus. He told me to put all of my stress and all of my inadequacies to Him. Around January, I asked God to please help me cure my addiction, because I knew that I was not going to be able to cure it on my own. I knew that it was just such a powerful addiction that I wasn't going to be able to quit unless He stepped in and just completely removed it. I haven't drank anything in the last 4 months, and I haven't wanted to. He just completely removed it.
The salvation that was offered to me when I came to know the Lord Jesus Christ, there is one perfect being in this universe. And I found that my trust is well placed in Him. Now I know that I can rebuild my life, and that I know that He teaches us to walk in His steps.
I want to publicly show my appreciation for Jesus, and I'm hoping to encourage other people to do the same.